Gucci. Hey, shout out to Stream y'all real quick because they just made that transition way smoother. It like faded. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how they did that, but it just faded. But what's Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Pat Brady. It did Marvelous Bluntz all the way in the building. We here tonight, live, locked, loaded. It is super popping right now in the world scheme of things just going on, man. And we are here, man. And once again, I am back with the greatest guest, man. Lex is in the building. What's going on, Lex? What's going on, Lex?
Lex is in the building. Lex is in the building.
Facts.
Hey.
How you feeling?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Just ready to get back to Blunt Talk, man. Blunt Talk episode 3, man. We are back again. Lex is a repeated guest. So it's episode 3. Big lighters up. Like, comment, and subscribe to Marvelous Blunts too, man. Because we got the rocking and rolling. So rock with us, man. Next week, we're going to see Avatar. So y'all definitely going to get some behind the scenes of that. You dig what I'm saying? So, as we get into Blunt Talk, we might as well just get right into it. You dig what I'm saying? Right into the hot press. The press is hot. It's going down. Today, as you saw on Twitter, the news, whatever you watch, Brittany Griner was free today. She was swapped out. So, you know what I'm saying? That happened today. How do you feel about this situation and her being released? And the whole situation, the swap, the who they swapped her for, like how do you feel about this situation?
Okay, before I say anything, I would just like to say I am happy that she is able to come home.
There you go.
To her family.
Facts.
I would never wish prison, jail, any of that on anyone, no matter what they did, unless you killed someone or like really physically harmed someone, or you're a scammer. And I mean a real deal scammer. I don't believe
like a real Vanessa,
yeah, like I don't believe people should be in jail. So like, great for her. I'm happy she's not in there for 9 years, especially like over what it was. And I understand different countries have different laws. I get that. I would never try and play with other countries when it comes to drugs at all.
Facts.
I would never do that.
If you're a real stoner, you know how to move traveling.
Yeah, not happening. So I'm just, I look at it as something like her charge is something that shouldn't have been that deep. And so I'm happy in my eyes that's something that I don't view as that deep that she was able to come home from. But I think the whole situation is just wild as shit. Only because why is she the golden child to get out? Yeah. There are probably millions of people across the world that are in prison for things that may be minor to Americans. And I mean, any country you could possibly think of, any continent you could possibly think of, there are probably millions of Americans that are locked up for a very long time. They've been locked up. They was locked up before her. Obviously, they're going to be locked up after her. And what about them?
Yeah, you're right.
What about all the people in the U.S. prison system that in most
put
states,
up for a nickel bag?
In most states, weed is decriminalized. You know what I mean? It may not be completely legal, but at least decriminalized. Why are people still sitting for these long prison sentences for small amounts of weed? Now, I can see if you're moving weight. Okay, I get that. But people are in jail for much equal to what she is. Why aren't they free? Why? If Biden can sit up here and shake shit up with other countries and get people out and swap and all that, why can't they just let people out here? So that's my view on that. And then as regards to who they swap for, I think that's wild. And I know, like, first of all, America,
the most dangerous man in the world.
Like, and I get like America themselves, like we're a war machine. Like we put all of our money, we have the highest amount of money put into a military. So we're just as guilty, you know what I mean? We're not innocent as far as guns and weaponry and all of that. But that's the swap. And I don't know if viewers, anything, if y'all saw the video. TMZ put the video out of the actual swap happening.
It was on TV too.
Huh?
It was on TV too. They televised it. It was on TV.
See,
so,
of her,
I didn't know he was doing terrorist swaps on TV, but whatever.
Bruh.
Whatever. And I said BG as a terrorist, but I didn't know we were doing prisoner swaps on TV. I thought that was like behind the scenes and you just pop out. You know what I'm saying?
Like when ever in history has that happened? Like,
it's called the clout era. It's called the internet clout. It go back to what you said when you sent me that thing when they said they felt like she was the best American. And like I said, this right here, like I said, free all the guys that's doing time for stupid stuff. Thank God she's free. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you said, like I don't wish jail on nobody, but at the end of the day, I still think you made a dumb decision. At the end of the day, no matter what
committed a crime
was, you still put yourself in the situation and then cried about it. You know what I'm saying? And they had everybody going with it because, like I said, at the end of the day, they were saying like it was a wrongful arrest or whatever. Like, bro,
that whole narrative.
So the narrative they was pushing with this was already clout driven. You know what I'm saying? Already
it was a lie.
Beginning, because it's like, bro, like I said, you still did. At the end of the day, whatever you do, no matter what you do, you better do the good thing or you doing a bad thing, and either way, it can go good or bad. So you gotta be
in the mail.
Like, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's your receipt in the mail. So, you know, us trading her for a terrorist, the most dangerous man in the world. You can look up this guy, Victor Bolt. Come on now, they made a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like they made a movie. They made a movie by this guy called The Lord of War. Y'all can go look it up. Nicolas Cage was in it. I think what's his name? The duo Morbius was in it.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto was in it. You know what I'm saying? This is really about him helping the Liberians overthrow the country. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was selling the people guns in Liberia to overthrow the country. That why they were in the Civil War. He was a part of that. He actually got arrested in 2008 in America trying to sell, wherever he was trying to sell guns to the Colombians to shoot down U.S. Marshals. Why is this man? What type of sense does that make? That y'all somebody that was actually plotting against our country. You know what I'm saying? Like against our country. That's crazy. And hold on, before you get started right there, shout out to Torian.
I know.
Hey, next.
We're gonna talk about it, Torian.
Yeah. Your A-Tone was good. Lighters up, big lighters up. You dig what I'm saying? Big lighters up. You dig? Come on, bro. Like everybody trying to, everybody trying to see. Everybody trying to, sugarcoat it, whatever. This was a wild move, but at the end of the day, I don't care enough about either of them. But right is right, wrong is wrong. He literally, y'all let go somebody that actually does not like America. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on record. He tried to get U.S. Marshals killed. Their lives aren't important. You feel what I'm saying? This is something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think this was like one of like my aha moments.
For instance, it was between her or a Russian spy, because they said that they're not going to let go of the other guy
because he's
a spy. Torian, why would they let go of a spy? Why would you let go of an arms dealer? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's both ways. It's literally both ways. Why would you let go of a spy and why would you let go of an arms dealer? Doesn't make sense. Yeah. I was on the phone about that saying. Go ahead, let's.
So like I think like my biggest aha moment or like my moment about it, like in the grand scheme of life, like this means nothing to me.
No,
her whole situation, but it is an interesting topic just because like okay, in that video the video that I guess where all these other news outlets let out too, they hugged that man.
Man, he did the joint like this, like
that was his bro.
What's up, bro? You home? Let's get it, Jack, bro. And right now, Victor Bolt is eating steak with Putin right now.
Cheersing. They got the shots going, the bottles popping.
He walked in the club like this. Put that with on. Put that shit on. He's like, how did y'all finesse? He probably like, how did y'all finesse this?
Because I think they said he had like another 6 years or whatever in prison. So I'm like, bet I got out early. I'm about to get with the gang. I got a free flight home.
He only got 25 years for being the merchant of death. That should tell you right there the system that we live in. It's called the merchant of death. And he only had 25 years. Meanwhile, somebody look like me can have no evidence on their case and get 78. My brother's living it right now. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you. It's all it's all part of the little thing. And then look, she gets free. If you go to Obama's page, he posts a picture of the rainbow on the White House because today is like the day they did whatever they did. What a coinky dink. What a coinky dink. That's why I said they got everybody.
Theatrics, man.
BG home, bro. They really. That's why I said, bro. Like I said, you can do it. America is basically proving this. As long as what's it called? We can get some clout off of it. Maybe a little bit of money off of it. A little bit of attention to make you look good. Come on, man. They about to run for president. Sleepy trying to get back in the office. I ain't seen Kamala came out her hole for this event.
Yeah.
Came out her hole. So I ain't rocking with all the politics behind all this. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely just superseded who she was status-wise.
Yeah. And I was going to bring up that video where Biden is literally said she's like the best.
Pay that no mind, bro. Go on Obama page right now. Go on his page right now. That's what they celebrating today. And now they bringing Shorty home. Come on, dog.
But Biden called her like in other words, this is me paraphrasing what he said, like the perfect example of like an American. And he literally called it the best American. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But this is my thing that really irritated me. She is literally the epitome of everything that America hates. Like as a America.
So why are you faking on her?
Black.
Why are you faking on her?
A woman and gay. Those are all three bottoms of the totem pole. Like, let's be for real. Like, let's actually be for real. Didn't look like it until you pointed that out. And so that was like one of my things. And then my other like,
don't get twisted. We don't down black people on this platform. You feel me?
No, this is not a down the person. This is a down of the system.
But we're just being real of the game that's being played.
This actually has nothing to do with her.
All right, bad. All right, yeah. I just want to make that clear to everybody. Make it very clear. We do not bash nobody, but if you on some in the black community, if you on some wild rabbit stuff, we gonna call it out.
But that's the thing. Like, besides her having the vape, she did nothing wrong. She was not a part of the theatrics. She was in jail.
Right.
So she is none of this is her fault.
Crazy on her name.
Everybody else. It's the whole other country, the whole world, or the U.S. or whatever that is doing this. She didn't do anything with her, even her wife. Her theatrics. And I'm not saying you go to bat for your spouse or your significant other. I'm not even knocking her for that, but I'm like just the theatrics of like making her a victim.
I definitely agree. I definitely feel like they made her a victim, and that's unfortunate because like at the end of the day, it wasn't her. It was the surrounding factors around it. They really used that social media clout for that. And you know what I'm saying? Then y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I guarantee you, and bruh, America must, like I said, it's either they trying to get voted again or we need guns. We need a plug. We like, bruh.
Let the plug out.
We need the plug. Man, that man about to be eating steak or whatever. But the end of the bird is to wrap it up, man.
Wait, I have one more thing.
No, okay, go ahead, because I don't want to, keep on this too long.
This is just the last thing I wanted to say though. This is part of my like aha moment that they released this arms dealer to Russia. Russia is currently dominating Ukraine. Ukraine is the same country that the U.S. has sent billions of dollars to. What are y'all doing?
Why would you send a war criminal over there to go help so they can really get back in the speed of how things was? What you think he's coming home just to be home? You think he's not about to go back into the
They dapped that man up. They about to get active.
You think he lost his plugs? You think the merchant of death lost his plugs? You're a dummy. You're a dummy. He made too much money off guns. But y'all go watch Lord of War. And unless I'm gonna show you Lord of War 2 so you can really see how wild Cuz really was. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? He gave guns to Africans to slaughter each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't, of course, bring BG home, but keep that dude locked up.
Right. Like they're not even comparable at all.
Keep him locked up, bro. Keep him locked up. We should have got a spy for a merchant. They wouldn't give us the spy, but they wanted the merchant of death. They don't even sound like a fair trade, bro. Like they said,
it wasn't a fair trade.
In NBA terms, everybody, we traded a shooter. We traded a center, a Shaq for a shooter. We had a shooter, and we traded for a Shaq for a Shaq. We had a Steph Curry, and we traded for Shaq with no other assets, just Shaq alone.
No, look, somebody said this is the only WNBA trade that anybody ever paid attention to.
Hey, the WNBA, and the thing is, she gonna go back to the WNBA, and the NBA, and they still ain't gonna get no money.
She's still gonna be making $50,000 a year.
Lost L, but we wish nothing but Brittany Griner the best to come home. I know she hit a J as soon as she got home.
You're wild.
I know she hit a J. I would have been like, that thing.
So wow.
I'd have been every inhale would have been every time I was over the jail, just
she blowing down.
Going down, man. But man, weird times going on in America, but that's either here and there. But that's switch it up to another subject. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into the movie realm. So I would like your early predictions for Avatar. We saw, I'm gonna bring the comment back up from Torian. He actually brought it up. You know what I'm saying? We going to Pandora next week. That's what's going down. Y'all already know Avatar 2 is dropping next week. The gang will be there next week, pulling up to see it in 4D. Vlog coming on the way. Lex, you are a fan of Avatar. People may not know you are a big fan of Avatar. You are probably more excited to see this more than anybody in Marvelous Bluntz or with us. But we want to hear, what do you think about Avatar 2? Do you have any predictions, thoughts? Are your expectations high, low? Give it to me.
Okay, so just the Avatar is my favorite movie of all time. Like when it came out, I saw it multiple times in the theater. I've seen it multiple times at home. Like that's really my jam. So I'm very excited. Like obviously that shit came out in 2009. It's about to be 2023. Long time waiting. But overall, I'm very excited. Like, and we're seeing it in 4D, so I'm like really excited about that. It's like a ride and my favorite movie,
man.
You know. But as far as predictions, so I'm a little hype.
Yeah,
I'm going back and forth.
It's excitement going around. Go ahead.
I'm going back and forth because like I'm low key scared it's going to end up being too much like the first one. But that does not negate from the fact that it could be a good story. Okay. You know what I mean? Like I'm perfectly fine as long as we got one. I know we're going to get the visuals. If we get nothing else, it could be just them running in circles all day, but it will look pretty. You know what I mean? But I don't know how many different ways you could kind of tell their story. And obviously, I'm no film director, so maybe you can tell it 100 different ways and keep new ideas and thoughts coming.
You said about 6.
About 6?
6 avatars. Like,
oh yeah, like that doesn't make sense to me.
Like, that's too much.
Brought that up, I'm like, what the heck?
That's too much.
Huh?
That's too much, right?
Yeah, like I think 2 may, depending on how 2 goes, maybe 3. But once movies go past 3, I think it's kind of like, why? Like we talked about Transformers, and it was just like they need to keep that going.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said, it's the same story over and over again.
Yep.
Here come the Decepticons or humans that are evil.
But you
Autobots and the humans have to fight. Like
we watched the 4th one. We watched the 4th one on what's it called on Sunday. You like that one though? But you hadn't seen
I was into it. But it's still because it's Transformers. I mean, like it gets old, but it doesn't get old, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like I can always be amazed at like these giant robot car things, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's the same thing.
Okay. So you're just really annoyed about the fact that it might not really expand the story. Like it might really be the same thing, but with just a little bit of better graphics.
Not even necessarily. I mean, I do care about the graphics, but like, I'm not even necessarily the better graphics or anything. I just think it's like just an extension of the first one rather than like a whole second movie, if that makes sense. Like it's just like continuing the story of Jake and Terry. Like now I guess they have a kid. Like cool, like we got to see them be together and now they have a kid, but then like the conflict comes in and it's like here goes some humans again, but then it's also other blue people that they might gotta tussle with. It's given like well, no, that was kind of different. I won't say that point, but yeah. So overall, I'm like I said, I'm very excited. Like I absolutely can't wait till next weekend. Like I've been thinking about it all week. So, but my overall predictions and expectations, I don't have any. Since COVID, my expectations with movies does not exist.
Right.
I try not to go into anything expecting anything, because COVID changed a lot of movies and I've been let down. And that's across the board. Like I know we talk about Marvel and stuff a lot, but just other things that I've seen just been like, oh, okay, it was okay. Like I could have did without this. So, but a movie that has had 10 plus years in the making, I should expect some outstanding film, cinema, whatever. So overall, I'm excited. Can't wait. No expectations. Besides, I know that it's going to look good. But it's also a 3 hour and 12 or 14 minute movie. The first one was 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it should be that long of a film, but you know, you got to realize, man, like you said, with the 10 years thing, like James Cameron, they've made things to help them film, like things that producers or directors have never made, like equipment to shoot that they made, him and his brother made himself. You know what I'm saying? So, when you put so much work into something like that, I just appreciate that. That's probably gonna appreciate the movie more. I feel like I ain't appreciate the first one. I was on a double date. I wasn't really paying attention like until the end. Towards the end, I was like, oh, all right, this dope. So I rewatched it again. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was cool.
You rewatched it recently?
No.
Oh,
like
okay.
just in time. But I'm actually, before we go, I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
Plus, just to get, whatever, just remember the characters. But I don't really have any expectations for it. My expectations is low as well. I think the part that's really exciting for me is just linking up with the game, number one. But
and also, 4D.
Right. I'm about to get to that. The 4D. I don't know if y'all have experienced any 4D movies, but 4D takes movies to the next level. Unless it's Hobbs and Shaw and The Rock. I don't want those hands. I know I talk about The Rock a lot on here, but I do not want those hands. I actually love you, but I'm just letting you know Hobbs and Shaw was trash.
That was the worst movie.
But 4D is definitely going to really turn Pandora to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just excited to see what they're going to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's been 10 years. We haven't never seen a sequel to a movie that's been 10 years in the making. You know what I'm saying? Them actually working on it. Not them like Rush Hour 4, where they just yesterday thought of a script and was like, and throw it forward. We're talking about actual work on this. So I'm excited to see it. I'm glad you're excited to see it. I know it's your thing.
Early lighters up for it.
Yeah, for sure. What non-superhero movie are you looking forward to next? For me, Megan.
Super Mario Bros. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, I want to see Super Mario Bros. I want to see Super Mario Bros. Definitely Transformers. And then right here, he actually put this third one, Cocaine Bear. I want to see that so
wow.
You know what I'm saying? But Creed, if it's Michael B. Jordan, I'm good.
Did you see any of the Creeds?
Not one. I'm told you, we share that thing. I just don't like him as an actor. I liked him in The Wire. I think he was an amazing actor, young on The Wire, but I don't like him as an actor now. But I do salute his success. And like I said, with everybody on Marvel is Bluntz, I will tell you to your face that in a respectful way, I did not like that shit. So
just like Lex fun fact for Marvelous Bluntz. I hate Michael B. Jordan. And it's not even an acting thing for me.
Yes, it's not looking good. No.
Wait, hold that thought. But I hate Michael B. Jordan as a person, like his face. I just want to take it and just like I don't know why he irritates me. He irritates me.
Tori called you're the so look. Hey, she actually really don't like
I don't like him. Like
and she don't care.
It's just so irritating to me. Anytime I see
he's
a
not
picture
a good
of
actor,
him,
bro. He's very cringe. He's very cringe, bro.
He look like Steve Harvey.
Black Panther, he was cringe, bro. Like
he was very cringe in that.
Cringy, bro. He has a cringy idea to him. His whole thing is cringe to me. Like, to be real, but like we said on this channel, we salute black people. So, bro, get your money.
I want him to win, but I'll still punch him in the face.
But that don't mean I don't like. I want you to win, nigga. But you still ass to me. It don't matter because there's a bunch of people that probably don't want us to win, but at least when you win, they like, you know what? Fuck that nigga. But at least he doing something with his life. You know what I'm saying? Because he could be doing a million other things with his life. But one thing I wish he would stop doing is making cringy.
And they had like at 1 year they voted him like sexiest man. I'm like, bleh.
He got the Steve Harvey mustache.
That shit gross. But I was gonna say something to Torian.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan though, man.
To Torian's question. Wait, before you go to that, because I'm trying to talk about that. Torian's thing about the movies, Super Mario Bros. So the reason I'm so excited for that is because I think and I know like it's different, but like I think both Sonic movies were absolutely outstanding. Like I never thought I would like a game-based movie like that. So I'm really excited for that. Like I think they have a good cast. I think it's going to be funny. I think it's just going to be just a fun movie. So out of everything coming out next year that's non-superhero, I'm really looking forward to that. But to Tone's thing, what y'all talking about that Black Adam not looking too good?
So now that we talked, I mean, this is like just off the hip, but so basically we were in the group chat just basically saying like James Gunn has been going ham. You know what I'm saying? He basically cleared house with a lot of stuff. He tweeted and said a lot of stuff is real, a lot of stuff is kind of real, and a lot of stuff ain't true. But he trying to figure everything out. But I mean, since we're already that actually was one of my topics was James Gunn clearing house. You know, we talked about in the group chat, he cutting off Wonder Woman, no Superman. He just cut off Michael Keegan's Batman, the old Batman. He's changing everything up. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't clearing house with basically the Justice League. Like
I think he's just getting rid of that era because DC just been sorry. You know what I'm saying? And he's so probably used to that marvelous type style.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm tired of this, bro. Like, y'all, if I'm gonna come be a part of y'all program, y'all gotta get rid of all this little cult fake fan stuff because these fake DC fans swear they love DC, but then they don't show it to the movies. On the internet, they argue, but they don't show it to the movies.
Yeah.
The Black Adam, like, really didn't make the amount of money he was supposed to make, like, really bad. Like, and a lot of times actors come into the DC universe thinking they could make a difference and, like, be different. He was like, this movie gonna be the movie. And, man, it wasn't. It wasn't it. And I like Black Adam.
Because it was a good movie.
I like Black Adam. So
besides the other characters, how I felt like they were just like current Marvel copycats. Like I know Marvel needs to have a lot of characters that mirror, but besides those characters being mirror of current Marvel characters, I thought it was a good movie. It was one of the first movies that I felt like The Rock actually played a different character. He wasn't The Rock.
Facts.
So it's very Siri listening. It's so odd that people didn't show up for it. Even like just off the strength of The Rock alone. Like you saying, like that means people just didn't even show up if it's a money thing. It's not even the fact that people didn't like it, it's the money. And it's crazy because like I told my brother, I told Alf, I said between Black Panther and Black Adam, if you want to spend your money on one movie, you better go see Black Adam. You can see Black Panther on Disney Plus.
Facts. I was saying in IMAX.
Oh yeah, that too. So that sucks about Black Adam.
Nah, I mean, and that probably based more the decision why James Gunn like, I gotta do something because this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like Peacemaker worked, so he's already. But Suicide Squad didn't work for us though. We was like, that was trash.
2 was god awful.
Oh my goodness, it was trash. James Gunn, if that's what you plan on making, don't.
He did Suicide Squad too.
Man, he made that dumpster booty movie, man.
That's surprising.
That movie was
maybe he didn't have full. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't have full control of that.
Because I'm like Peacemaker. I was like, do you really want to chase it? So,
baby, I'm losing ground.
Gal Gadot, she got online and tried to her agent probably made her manager, her PR team. And she was like, I started this role 3 years ago. It's been a dream. She knew that was coming. She was like,
please let me keep my job. Please let me keep my job.
They said Patty Jenkins and Wonder Woman 3, no. Because Wonder Woman 84, remember that was like the first HBO Max experience, and it was terrible. That was the worst HBO Max experience ever.
And see, what sucks about that is, I feel like Gal Gadot, I think she's great as Wonder Woman. Like, she's believable. Like, I can believe that's who she is. Like, she's beautiful. Like, she fit.
Could you try again?
She fits the physique, the beauty of what I would think Wonder Woman in real life would look like. So I feel like, get rid of the director. Don't get rid of her and her character, because she's good.
Man, look at this con right here. Imagine Henry Cavill, who's Superman, leaving The Witcher, which he did, being replaced by the other Hemsworth, in the hopes that Superman will make a return. That's like you literally like, bruh, hey, I'm about to quit this job. I know I got the other job, and you didn't even do orientation yet.
They like, we're going to go with another candidate. We're going another direction.
Sorry. Bro, he's about to come back. He was like, nah, you're not coming back, buddy. You're going back to wherever you want to go. And the thing is, he had an offer with Marvel. They said low key to play a character. My boy, you might want to give Kevin a call. Definitely ain't about to be Superman again. That's a no. So do you feel like the change that James Gunn bringing, is it going to make DC better? Or do you think it's going to, because a lot of fans are already saying online, cancel him already. They're losing their mind. They lose their minds. They like, man, we want Superman. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? We don't want, Snyder's cut was cool, but we need to move on from these characters, bruh.
But I guess it's like, okay, wait, let me say this and then I'll ask my question. And when you said like the move on from these characters, like, I don't know.
The actors, these actors.
So not the characters themselves.
Yeah, like the actors, the story, scrap that, James. Because look, Aquaman, they about to scrap Aquaman too. He about to become another character in the DC universe. He hitting the Chris Evans. It can be done. Chris Evans was.
I wasn't going to say it can't be done. That wasn't where I was going. I know I saw somebody tweet that and I didn't know the context.
Yeah, remember on Fantastic Four, he was
and he's a much better Cap than he was.
That's a good debate.
You think he was a better what's Human Torch? Yeah.
Cap made him, but he was a good Johnny Torch. He was the best Johnny Torch I saw from the Fantastic Four films they made.
Chris Evans, who was the other one? Michael B. Jordan? Was he the other one? Of course he's better. Of course he was better.
Of course the worst Human Torch was him.
But okay, so I guess this could lead into my question before I say the thing about scrapping characters.
Okay.
They're keeping the Flash movie? See,
if James Gunn keeps the Flash, that's when I gotta question you, my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Because something is wrong with that person.
With that guy. You feel me?
That person.
So if he keeps that movie, then I'm gonna start scratching my head like, okay.
And I can't support someone who would let somebody like person Ezra Miller. Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it real.
Someone who would let Ezra Miller get a paycheck.
I'm gonna keep it real. That bitch ass nigga killed, like, he's a bitch. But real talk.
Why would they use an awful person like that as the reset? In real life, he's awful. Like, not a good human.
Reset with Peacemaker. Peacemaker season 2 should be the reset. Get this nigga out of here. But you got to realize he worked with him on Peacemaker. Remember, he was at the end. Spoiler. Oh, Tom only saw like 2 episodes of Peacemaker. Oh my god!
I don't even remember that happening.
Ooh.
So yeah, don't even talk about it.
Spoiler alert! No, don't worry about that, Tom. Don't worry about that, Tom. Don't worry about that. Go ahead.
But
you see.
Okay, so like I know these are 2 different things, like Marvel versus DC, right? But I just think about how I feel currently with there being no Avengers left, essentially, besides what, Hawkeye. Ooh.
Torian coming with the tough questions. Why the fuck would I motherfucking choose Ezra Miller? I'm definitely choosing motherfucking Michael B. Jordan.
I'm gonna be real, son.
You're wild fuck if you choose Ezra Miller over Michael B. Jordan. That's crazy.
All right, but listen.
What did he do? But not enough to pick Ezra, bro. Like, he abused women, bro.
Fair.
Like, automatically, you.
Can I just choose neither? Like, can we just?
No, because he put us in that position because he knew it was only one answer. Like, he said, "We good." Oh, what's good? What's good? Oh, what's good?
Oh, hey.
Patent name is Tom Holland. Nah, my name is Christian Hammond. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, wait. The what I was about to compare it to, the Marvel versus DC, the Avengers thing. So my thing is, I know how I feel now with no Avengers left. And I'm not that invested into DC to feel that way necessarily. Oh,
that about to sound so dead. Cause look, when I sat back, I was just like, this nigga talking about I'm a spoiled ass nigga.
But that's funny.
That's I was like, this nigga. I said, no, don't put Tom Holland on my name, Christian Hammond, man. Don't put that on my name.
You know you serious. You put your government out.
And I don't rock with Tom Holland. Y'all know that's my arch nemesis. He's the worst Spider-Man ever on everything I love. Like, I literally just want to see him over Zendaya, and I don't even want to be with her. I don't want nothing to do with her. I just want to look at her face and be like, look at that bitch ass nigga.
You deserve better, sweetheart.
I'm like, this is who you dating. This is who you secretly engaged with. But yeah. DC going good year secretly, yeah.
But that's my
hey, shout out to Marvelous Bluntz. Like, comment, and subscribe.
But like, obviously, I'm not as invested into like the Justice League as I was into the Avengers. But I feel like you need core characters that don't go anywhere, because now with the Avengers gone out of Marvel, I kind of feel like we're just like, it's no direction. Like, there's like how we talked about before, how like Tony Stark was like that middle ground person. Mm-hmm. We don't have that in DC.
No, not at all.
If they're going the way, because usually Superman is supposed to be that person, or even Batman, you could say that they're that person. But if you take those people away, you're just left with no direction.
But they're about to. That's why I said they're taking them away so he can get new actors to do it, new stories. He might use the same actors. He just might change the directors.
The storyline of it.
He might just change how it's gonna go so it could be connected, because it's all over the place. DC is literally all over the place.
Yeah.
Damn, everything. It's just like it's all over the place. And I can't focus on like you said, like the Avengers. It has a direction. You know what I'm saying? No direction. And I think James Gunn, they brought him in because he has direction sense. He knows, he's been around direction. You know what I'm saying? So, Lex, so do we say DC gonna have a good year or nah?
Honestly, if I had to like, but okay, Rowan, what's coming out for DC next year?
They're keeping everything close. You know what I'm saying? So
then no, I can't speak on that. Like, I can look at Marvel and what Marvel has planned.
Start that off with the year, then let's go.
What?
Shazam coming out. It might be a Peacemaker 2. I can see that. Something called the Beetle Bug.
Yeah, I did see that stuff. You're right.
Beetle Boy.
But I mean, besides Shazam, like even like the whole Beetle thing, like I don't. Besides Shazam, I'm not really looking forward to anything.
Even the game or Injustice, he's a playable character. Like, I learned stuff through games and little stuff like that. So that's how I feel about him.
But I can't speak on that. I can speak on Marvel and say I'm.
Here we go.
I didn't like Aquaman 1. So
but
I thought it was boring. Remember, I kept falling asleep on it.
Yeah, you did.
It was very boring.
Closing out, you just have no. All right. We're gonna see. So closing out, just with the James Gunn thing. Still, though, do you have confidence that he can push DC forward from the stuff he's done, which is Guardians, all that type of stuff?
Being as though he's not going to be like the actual director of every movie, I can't say. Like, just because you're in charge, like, it's still not going to have James Gunn's signature stuff on it. And that would be an issue, too, if every movie coming out looked like a James Gunn film with the funky music and like the certain
but what if he gets people that's like-minded like him, not like him, but directors that are like him? You know what I'm saying? But not what he does, replicating what he does.
But just good
directors. You know what I'm saying? He could be the Kevin Feige of their universe.
Right.
Just because he knows how to do it. But I agree with
Kevin Feige has been picking ass baskets with the last couple of things.
Because Disney is running everything. He's not running anything. That's what I'm telling you. They're letting James Gunn do what he wants to do.
Oh, okay. I have faith in him. I guess him as who he is. Yes, I have faith. But like I said, it comes down to the actual directors. Like, you can find great directors and they can still end up with a shit ass movie.
True. So we got to talk about this, man. This is probably the biggest thing right now that we need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And what's bigger than that is my new single, Ant-Man and Wasp, on all streaming sites. Let's go.
Man, so much money in this circle. Guess niggas really huddled up. Gemini, she love her from behind. Then we switch it up. Yeah, I'm pretty funny, but I'm never on that goofy stuff. Know your bitch is deep, but my baby showed me groupie love. Shorty, that's my boo thing. Say she got a real nigga saying it's a new thing. Yeah, and we always doing new thing. Whoa, tripping like some shoestring. Yeah.
Boom. Go stream Pat Brady, Ant-Man and Wasp out on all streaming platforms. Dwayne Carter Jr. is dropping December 22nd. It's already uploaded. But let's get into this. And also in the comments, also as well, everybody in the comments. Gang, you feel me? Let's dance. Yeah, we definitely. Hey, shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to y'all, man. And in the comments, also let me know y'all DC thoughts in the comments while we talk about this next subject, because I think everybody in the comments hasn't been a part of this, but we got to talk about it. The social media phenomenon, Lensa. I think it's called Lensa Photos. I don't know what this is. Everybody looking like a knight in shining armor. They're making portraits. People looking these weird type of ways. They're taking 4, 5, 6 versions of this, and you have to pay for it. So I'm gonna go in on my thing. With the Lensa thing first. I feel like it's a self-esteem thing. I feel like this app makes you look like better.
Perfect.
A lot of people have self-esteem issues, so they're paying for an app to look better. And shout out to Tone, because we talked about this off camera, but I really think it's some weird stuff, like seeing everybody, like I'm seeing captions of people saying, I finally gave in. And I'm like, what do you mean giving in? Like, first of all, why are y'all that comfortable with putting your pictures on an app that y'all know nothing about until like a week ago? You know what I'm saying? This could be in your personal information, everything. Then you're paying.
Yeah, because nobody reads terms and conditions anyways.
Nobody reads that. You're just pressing okay. So y'all paying for a service where you're putting your face on something that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I think it's corny anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you really want to get some art, pay somebody to actually make you some good graphic art. You know what I'm saying? I think this was kind of like a cheap app come up where we can get people just to spend money. But the amount of people going back to this app is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen, this is a bigger phenomenon than black squares. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think we just really in this nitwit, get-wit era, and that comes with the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fan of it. I haven't done no Lensa. Like, I don't know. Any of my partners ain't done that. You know what I'm saying? That I know personally. You know what I'm saying? You haven't done it. what do you think about Lindsay? I think it's mad corny. I think it's whack. You know what I'm saying? Kill. Like, I think it's the wackest thing that's hit the internet since those black squares.
It's definitely a phenomenon. Like, I've never seen so many, even like the blacks. This beat out the black squares,
bruh.
I saw just an outrageous amount of people doing it, and I ended up reading an article like yesterday or the day before where it talked about basically, and I mean, like, so many of our apps that we use probably could be doing the same thing, but it's just the fact that the article was written about this one that I happened to see. But literally everybody uploading their pictures into that app, they're helping with Lenza train like their AI to like be able to do certain things. And me and you talked off screen or off camera or whatever about how I saw this video one time. So
yeah. Data collecting secretly. Yes. Facts.
And so I saw this video maybe like a couple months ago or whatever of them showing how powerful AI is. And they had a person. So like I could have been on this video and how I'm talking right now. And throughout the video, they kept changing the person's face and voice to mimic a celebrity's. And it looks so real. So I'm like, oh, we're doing is helping. And I mean, like I said, we do it all day, every day.
Robots,
all the apps we use, but like it's essentially like helping technology become smarter. And like that's a scary thought. And I know like there
we say Spynet.
Like, and I know like when probably the internet first came out, or even like a digital camera first came out, people were probably terrified of it because it's like, what the fuck, like, or a video camera, like it probably was the most like outrageous thing. And now look where we're at as far as technology. So I understand like sometimes it's needed, but it's also scary because I'm like, now people have uploaded their photos into this system. And like even out said, like data collecting, like who knows what other data that you okayed them to get besides just your besides that one or two pictures you may have uploaded. They may have access to your whole camera roll now. And you know how usually with iPhone, you have to give them permission to either say like select photos or whole camera roll. You probably okay something else in the terms and conditions that we'll never know. And like I said, none of us read that shit. So I'm not saying like, oh, I read everything, so I know what they're collecting from me. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just weird. And like you said,
it's like a lot of
like I gave in.
Like nobody's original. Like it's no originality.
Yeah, and like the whole I gave in thing is like, why do you have to announce that you get, like, were you debating with yourself about doing it? Like, why did you have to give in? Like, if I'm going to do something, I'm just going to do it. It wasn't a thing of me giving into anything.
Oh, nah. There you go.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Kill. That's how you know.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
We're going to look that up and fact check that. But if that's true, that is crazy. Yeah. So obviously me and Lex don't agree on this. So we think it's super whack. But I'm gonna ask you this. This is a random question shoot off, right? Who's wilder? Krishan Rock? Which moment is wilder on the social media right now? Krishan Rock eating pizza? Or Ye saying Hitler, basically saying like Hitler's that guy? What do you think about?
I'm going with Krishan.
Oh my God.
Because okay, hear me out.
I'm trying to hear this because you gotta people feel like Ye crossed the line.
And I'm not saying he was right. You just
he was dead wrong. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you.
Yeah, you didn't ask me who was right.
On this channel, he's a wild guy.
No,
so
that's a wild statement to say publicly. You say that when you in the house having one-on-one.
You know what I'm saying? And look, once again, I rock with all Jewish people. I don't support Hitler. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying people should be talking about they rock being a good person. Doors, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a scumbag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kill millions of people. So, but you think that Krishan, she looked like she literally was turning into a beast as she was.
She looked like fucking Donnie off of Wild Thornberry.
And the thing is, I got love for Krishan as a woman because I've seen her past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think she's on a bad path right now, and that happens to a lot of people. God willing, God got whatever he got planned for her. Yeah. But right now, looking straight at the camera, don't ever eat a pizza ever again in your life. She was eating pizza like the Ninja Turtles on the last slice. Like, dog, she was literally just like I've never seen.
Stuff was all falling out of her mouth. And this is my thing. This is
spit and steam coming out of her mouth at the same time at one point. And then I could just see the tooth. You know what I'm saying? I can see no tooth right here.
That's what makes it look worse.
I'm trying to focus on the pizza, and then I'm looking at the tooth. So I'm just like, bro.
She's talking with her mouth open.
That's how I know Blueface is literally terrified, because no woman will be walking around with me with a tooth missing at all. And we're still dating.
On purpose. Remember, she got the tooth fixed.
She took it out to show her loyalty. What is wrong with this woman?
Blueface said she was acting brand new with her new tooth.
And we love all black queens. We want Krishan Rock to be a black queen. Because like I said, in entertainment, this is how she's being represented in the community. Yeah. And for black women, on a serious note. And like you said, tell me, but I know we kind of went off subject, but tell me why you think Ye is not as wild as that, though.
Because I think that even though most people may not agree with him, Correct. He's dead. Like, the way he talks, he's very sure of what he's saying. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, I don't think he means any harm by anything he said the past year or so. Like, any of his rants or his,
you're saying how he feels.
I think this is just how he genuinely feels.
Yeah, that's how I can't.
Even though I may not agree, or maybe I do agree with some things he say, disagree with others. Like, that's just his opinion on stuff.
Yeah.
This is her actual character. This is a grown ass woman who is acting like this, and that's what gets to me. Like, Kanye isn't acting.
He's not really bothering anybody.
Like, he's just making. People keep interviewing him.
I'm not condoning what he do, but he is not actually, getting locked up. He's not fighting. He's not spitting on people. He's not doing things like that. He's just giving an opinion, and sometimes people's opinions, as I always say, are dumb shit. Because his opinion is super dumb and dumb wild. But if that's what, like you said, if that's what he believes, why am I going to combat that with you? And I saw in No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? They were supposed to have an interview with Kanye, but he didn't show up. And it probably was God, because they were like actually going to try to like ask him questions, like to try to challenge him. And yes, you got to challenge him. But I was like, yeah, I was really going to like just go back. Like, he went in there trying to get him to go back and forth.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For the clicks.
Instead of actually hearing this man's opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, I can sit here and you can come on my planet. Kanye can come on Blunt Talk. He can say whatever, and I'll let him talk, and I'll be like, bro, you sound dumb as shit. Just how I tell Torrent, anybody we come in here, we go back and forth. You still should be allowed to be like, bro, that's dumb as shit. But that's how you feel. I ain't gonna beat you up about it. I ain't gonna be like, man, I ain't gonna fuck with cuz because he believe that, bro. I'm not saying that about Hitler. He is. Yeah. And I say like, but you got him on your platform. I ain't hanging with him. You know what I'm saying? I would never hang with him. You know what I'm saying? I could be cordial, but I would never hang with you because you in another place with your mindset. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks seeing that when I first met you, like, this is your guy. You know what I'm saying? So to see I'm not going to say he's on the downfall, because I don't believe he's on the downfall. You know what I'm saying? This is his path,
and this is his experience. Like, I think that's what it's really coming down to, is just his experience, how people have treated him. Like, he put up screenshots of somebody giving him an ultimatum saying, either you're going to do this or we're going to dope you up with medication.
His trainer.
To the point that you feel nothing. You're not even you anymore. Like, that's sick. Yeah. So, but that's like what you said. Like, he's not harming anybody, like, physically. You could say, like, I'm a firm believer in, like, sticks and stones. You know what I mean? Like, you could call me everything but a child of God. It's not physically harming me. He's not physically harming anybody. Krishan,
bruh, Shorty didn't beat.
He hurts Blueface. He's a prisoner.
Blueface is actually Blueface right now. Blueface is really Blueface. He's walking around on Crip, whoever they believe in, whoever they put stuff on the dead lokes. He's walking around with a fat face. And it's like, I know he ain't fighting no guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You getting socked out, your windows beat up, she come and put holes in streamers' wall, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
you let somebody knock out your father on everything I love, bro. I would never let you, any women, anybody fight my mother on everything I love. That's not happening on everything. That's not happening. So, like, you know what I'm saying? On a level of Kanye, I'm just like, bro, you sound dumb right now. You're sounding dumb. You're putting yourself in a hole that you might not come back from.
Yeah.
But that's between you and God. But Krishan, I'm just like, bro, and it's like everybody laughing, but they really laughing at you, baby. You feel me? Laughing at you, baby. They're using you as
She's so sloppy. Like,
bro,
and I'm like,
slapping the tooth in her mouth like an infinity stone in a gauntlet. They got me bent. Ding. All that when she feels that tooth, when she feels that good tooth hit her mouth, she would be,
because obviously she felt it, and Blueface told her she was acting brand new, so she took it out. The tooth means nothing to her. But this is my thing that pisses me off about her is that the fact she wasn't always sloppy. We've seen so many old clips of her where she was very pulled together. She physically looked better, and I'm not even talking about
facts.
Like body or nothing. Like her face, like she actually looked well. She does not look healthy now.
Nah, it is like they just drinking all the time
and doing drugs. Because I refuse to believe this is just straight liquor.
Not a straight liquor. No. And like we said, Blueface, free Blueface, get out of there.
Free her too, because she obviously.
Man, it's people out here that actually want to love on you and treat you right. And Krishan, it's people out here that want you to keep your tooth in.
Yeah.
On a date. We don't want you to be in the middle of the club and be out and pop out a tooth. I promise you, that's the last thing I want to see from Krishan Rock. But you know what I'm saying?
Yes. She was like a track star. She was a track star. He was like on one of those gladiator shows and all that.
Yes. And I know this is side note. This is just like random blunt talk. You know what I'm saying? This is not really concerning you because I mean you might have watched Power Rangers, you might not, but rest in peace, Jason Frank. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Tommy. You know, unfortunately, he took his own life. You know what I'm saying? So just telling everybody out here, care about your mental health, man. And number one, my view on it is having a relationship with God, Jesus Christ, man, on some real stuff. And I'm gonna speak that out because people are really gone out here. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever you believe in, man. If you need to see a therapist, you need to talk to your homies. Talk, man. Express yourself, and don't care how people feel when you express yourself. So that's why I really, don't trip on Ye, because I'm just like, people need to express themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something to hurt themselves. So continue to express yourself, y'all. Continue. Mental health is important. Men, women, children, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Tommy. I'll never forget him ever. Power Rangers was everything to me growing up. Everything to a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people looked up to him. And it's just unfortunate that happened. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate that happened. But that's God's plan. Hopefully it just opens up other people's eyes to just go seek help and, care about your mental health. And you know what I'm saying? On that note, we got a subject, man. And these right here are spicy. So we get into the coughing part of the blunt. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. We're gonna talk about this guy. You know what I'm saying? Jones. Honestly, nobody likes the Cowboys anyway, so this is gonna be an easy kill. But Jerry Jones, I guess they did some digging. I don't know how they found this man's pick from 1957. Oh, hold on, y'all.
It kept going.
So, Jerry Jones, 1957, in Arkansas. I'm kind of Black history. It's been stuffed so much in my face. I literally don't know this incident, and that's sad. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? That's bad that I don't know the actual name of the incident in Arkansas when schools were being segregated. But y'all know that was a situation, and y'all know it was a famous picture of African-American students trying to get into this high school in Arkansas, and they were getting heckled by milk men and milk people, women. And
you call these people milk.
So it's kind of crazy. Time magazine looks and in the crowd of white people that are bullying this black person, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones is pictured there with the bullies and the hecklers. Lex, what do you think about this? If something happens, if the battery dies, just keep going. So just keep talking. Go ahead.
Okay. So for those who don't know, I guess the battery died. Or maybe not. For those who don't know, I'm very pro-black, like super pro-black. So to see something like that and people wrote it off, it's just like, oh, he was this age, or oh, this was so long ago. And I understand like that it was a little second ago to us. But the same way he's alive and breathing and walking and talking and living his life, a lot of our, and when I say our, I mean like black people, grandparents, great grandparents, some people, even parents are the same age as him.
Yep.
So and they experience those things. Like my grandparents both of my grandparents on my mom's side, they both turn 80 next year. And they tell me anytime I go over and just chat with them, they talk about how they actually lived through that. They were born in the 40s. They lived through that. Like they went to segregated schools. Like my grandmother has a very low education level because of that type of stuff. She was born in North Carolina. My grandfather lived on a farm in I can't even think of the name of the city in Virginia, but it's some bumfuck city, to be honest with you, that nobody knows about because it's that country. So I just think like for people to just overlook something like that, and I'm not saying like you need to do anything to the guy, but it's like no accountability. And I think that's just a theme across the board with a lot of stuff nowadays. Is just a lack of accountability. Like he was just like, oh yeah, that was me. I was like 15. Not even like, oh, like try to even defend himself. Like, oh, that was a different time, because he probably knew that nobody was even going to challenge him on that. Yeah. Like me and you talked about it, how Shannon and Skip did not. They talk about everything, everybody else, but they didn't. Look. That's Skip's people. That's his team.
Look. Skip talked. They Skip, Shannon, Stephen A. Shaq, all these joints, when Kyrie was going through what he was going through,
they had everything to say about him.
They couldn't stop jumping my man. They literally kept jumping my man. But y'all see, bro, y'all like this. And even though I think LeBron handled the situation with Kyrie wrong, he definitely handled this situation absolutely right. LeBron called out Jerry Jones, and this is the Cowboys, his squad. You know what I'm saying? And he called it out and was like, why they not talking about it? Like, and then Stephen A. and all them
everybody want to talk about it.
And like I said, Stephen A., he's a sucker anyway. Because like I said, when
I
was at that Wizards game, Stephen A. is not for the people. I'm letting y'all know that. He was carrying everybody when he was at a Wizards game. He carried me. He carried multiple people that were trying to communicate with him. He is not for us. I'm just letting y'all know that now. He just literally all Skimpo and Kimpo. I didn't mention.
He's that Daffy gift.
I'm telling you. In real life, he is not legit. He is not solid. I'm telling you that right now. So they sit around, but let bro go. And like you said, my grandma from down south. They're from South Carolina. They went through all that. You know what I'm saying? Direct. My grandma only had an 8th grade education. She took 8th grade over just to take it again, probably just to try to learn more. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
And even that, like, sorry not to cut you off, but like your grandmother was in her 90s and she just passed this year. Like, bruh.
She's still alive. She's still alive. So they was going through that. My aunts who grew up down South Carolina, my mother, all them, they went through all that down south. So don't tell me just to go, oh man, it was
a while ago.
It was a while ago.
Because
no.
How about
the Cowboys fans? It was mighty silent. Well, but like I said, I know a Cowboy fan, my family personally. He's saying BG home, but you ain't say nothing about Jerry Jones though.
And you know what?
Real? That's that against our people. And
does he have kids?
Who?
Jerry Jones.
Yeah, he got kids.
And that's literally how like we have people our age and maybe even younger.
Tap dancing out. It only takes a little bit of white man to activate the
coon chip.
It only takes in my Dr. Umar voice. It only takes a little bit.
Hey, Alfred, I'm a fan of Dr. Umar. I'm a Dr. Umar fan. He's not always right, but he be making points, son. He be making points.
Don't make me get my belt out, bruh.
Boy, we put our hats on.
Bruh. 1,000 lashes. I'll be giving out lashes like a motherfucker to all these little coons and these milk people. You feel me? Straight up. All you gotta do is activate the coon chip.
But my biggest issue is we're not far enough removed from that type of stuff. So like he has kids who could have had kids who adopted those same ideals. And I'm not saying he's not a changed man. He 100% could be. He could have learned as he grew older that, okay, like the things that he may have done when he was younger. Like most of us, all of us have done dumb shit when we were in our teens.
Facts.
But it's something about racism that I feel like that's a generational thing. You could be pure.
It's in your spirit.
Yeah,
dog.
It's in your spirit. Who are in interracial relationships, and obviously, like I don't think anybody white who's dating someone black is racist necessarily. I'm not saying that's always the case because they be having black fetishes, but that's another situation and another topic. But
we'll talk about that.
Straight up racist.
Yeah.
But if your grandmother who's still living was out here screaming the hard R, it's hard for me to believe that your mother or your father did not put those same ideals into raising you.
And now, if shout out to Shannon, we know a white woman who actually does her research on this stuff. So if you were showing me that you actually researching into why things are the way they are, then maybe I'm like, okay, you're making an effort to be a better person mentally. Mm-hmm. You're breaking your family that curse. But bruh, you know how most of these people be. You know most people be. And like I said with Jerry Jones, everybody tap dance around that. But that we talk about all the time. Black people hate black people the most. You feel what I'm saying? So we never stand together when it's really time to stand together, when it's really crunchy. Everybody literally go, bro, I need my job, bro.
And no funny.
I need the bag, bro. We need to protect the bag. It immediately turns to I need to feed my family when some real stuff about to happen with black people. Bro, I got a family, bro.
No funny. That's why I feel like if there was like a legit race war, no funny. Like in theory, black people should be like the most powerful in the race war. But like you said, like we hate each other so much and we'll crud each other so much. There's no sense of community.
And we really hope that ends up happening. Maybe not in our generation, but in the further generation for sure.
That we like, I just compared to other communities, I don't think we're solid enough with each other. Like we'll slime each other for sure. And that's not to say that other races and communities don't slime each other. They definitely do that too.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
All communities. But they build the other communities have seemed to build empires and riches off sticking together. So clearly they're not sliming each other out too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man. It's too much slime going around. But you know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones,
what did he say?
Marvelous Bluntz, we on your ass.
I went through that yesterday.
Speak on that, Tone.
What you mean?
You
can summarize in like 2 sentences.
And here's a random question for you, right? Mm-hmm. If you got $1 billion, right? Your best friend, whoever your friends are, whatever, how much would you give them out of your $1 billion?
I would give my best friend Bria. Shout out to Bria. I'm gonna make sure you clip that so I can show her that I said shout out.
Oh, you freezing up.
Am I still frozen?
Okay, now you back.
Okay.
Again, if you had $1 billion, and not including your family, not include your family or anything like that, your friends, how much would you get how much you would get. He said at work, hate in progress. Yes, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, especially in a workplace.
Man,
yeah.
Black people be the worst when you really doing your job. Like they really, and not all, but because I love when I see Black people being successful in the job. I always want to see Black people elevating more, but especially the older Black generation, seeing the younger Black people, they definitely be big haters.
Hating like shit. Yeah,
big haters, and y'all need to do better for that. Y'all need to be better than that because, like I said, I train especially Black people. When I have to train people or do anything with people, I definitely as a Black person, I go harder because I'm like, I want you to be good at this for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
dog, I want you to be more successful than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they never, man. That's real though, man. That's real.
And it's funny about that too, what you just said, because I've even told you, like, with my skydiving stuff, like when I have this, so just to let y'all know, while I'm in the process of getting my license, I have to do coach jumps, which basically I just do certain things with the skydiving coach. And there's one Black coach where I skydive, and I made it a priority to try to get my coach jumps with him just so he can get paid.
Mm-hmm.
There's endless other races around me. I want that one Black man that I've seen this whole time.
Come on, man. I'm gonna put it in our pocket. We're gonna put it in our pocket before I put it in their pocket.
Yeah.
Know that.
Yeah.
Know that.
I'm gonna pay $100 I wanted to go to my brother.
No, if you know me, I'm trying to go to people that are like this. Most likely, most of the time. Yeah. Come on, dog. Like, come on, man. So I definitely, with Tone, we definitely understand you, man. Like, that hating the Black community is stupid, dumb, stupid, crazy. But
in the workplace, for sure, that's a big thing that everybody I feel like has experienced maybe at least once in their life, where it's another Black person that's like making your life difficult at work.
Yep.
Where it doesn't even need to be.
Yep.
But
definitely. But
who is he talking about?
Hey, Tone, shout out to you bringing that up. But and shout out to Black people, God willing, one day getting it. My question for you is, if you had
the $1 billion, yes,
you had $1 billion, mm-hmm. And how much do you think you should give your friends? What would you give your friends or whoever's in your friend group? That's
what I would say.
So, and still think about, like, don't include your family, but still think about you have to give your family money too, but don't include them. So go ahead.
So, and clip this so I can show her this. Shout out to Bria. That's my best friend. But I would give her, no question, $1 million and maybe more, to be honest with you. Like, $1 billion is a lot of money. Like, if I give her $1 million and I still have $999 million left, I'm good. Like, so I would give her $1 million, maybe $1.5 million. Like, no question, I wouldn't even think twice about it. You are also someone who's very, very close to me. No question. You could probably have whatever you ask for within reason. Same thing with Bria, for real. Like, if y'all ask me for even if I gave both of y'all $2 million a piece, even if y'all came back for whatever reason, was like, hey, can I get an extra 500,000? I probably would still give it to either one of y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, like $1 million is very low in the grand scheme of $1 billion. And then, like, if I gave like my best friend $1 million or even $2 million, both my parents are getting 10, and like I still have a lot of money left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even my brother, like, I'll probably give my brother 10 to make sure him and my nephew are good. I still have a lot of money left. Like, it will be very hard for me to blow $1 billion. Like, my brain can't comprehend that much money.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't touched $1 million, so I can't even begin to try to comprehend $1 billion. And nor do I live a lifestyle where I would spend, or I could blow $1 billion. Like, I would start getting properties and stuff. So either way, even if I did for some reason blow through $1 billion, I would have gotten properties by then. That would have.
Then you get more money. You just go add more.
Yeah.
Look.
What about you?
Man, you got to be my guy. Like, I don't even have a lot of friends like that. They be giving money like that. Like, so it definitely will be on my relationship with you. $1 million. No, I wouldn't give my friends $1 million.
Wow.
I would give them 500,000. Like I said, I would give them 500,000 for sure.
How many friends?
I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of I have a group of guys that's my friends, but all of them probably wouldn't get as much as that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
And
but
see, that's the difference, like with me and you, that I will only have to worry about what, like two people.
But bruh, these dudes, you know why I'm gonna be hard on my friend group? Because they don't be wanting to go nowhere. So why would I just give you money? Y'all don't be wanting to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So 500,000 shall suffice. You know what I'm saying? No, it really might depend on who you are. You know what I'm saying, as a friend. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say. See, you don't have a lot of like girlfriends. Like you have friends, but you don't have a lot of best friends. But I would give my best friends, I would give them $1 million. I would, for sure. I would give my best friends $1 million. I would give Eddie $1 million. I would give Marcus $1 million. I definitely would give Tone $1 million. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I would give my group chat. It'll rank. It would rank. It would depend on my relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? It would depend on my relationship with you. But I would give Bean a meal for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. He pulls up, he does it. He looked out me more as a big brother. He's been my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like a big brother to me, literally. So he would get $1 million because that's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like my big brother. Harry, that's my best friend. He would get $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure. And everybody
like $1 billion. That's a lot. Now, if it was 500 million, maybe those. Even with 500 million, I still think I would give Bria $1 million. No funny.
500 million, it would go to 500,000, and then everybody else will be lower. But like I said, like I said, I'm being light because I rock with people, but yeah, some people wouldn't get money. So on camera, yeah, some people would get money. I'll have to just know before money gets distributed, I'll be thinking about everything, our friendship, family, shit,
every little thing they ever said to you.
Not even just friends, family, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, how money is going to get distributed. Because some people going to be the people I give money, and some people going to be the people, if you with me, you good. I'll make sure you straight.
Because it's funny you just said that too. Because while you were talking, made me think about even like my aunts and my uncle and stuff. And I'm like, like, would I give them money? Like, I fuck with them. I love them. But that's because exactly like, and like at the end of the day, I feel like if I come up somehow off of a big large check like
anything. I don't have to give you nothing.
But not even that. Like, I just feel like that's a blessing. So I would like to bless the people I love the most. But that's why I said like my aunts and my uncle and stuff. I'm like, we're not close enough for me to give you $1 million.
Bless. Now I bless somebody that's close to me. Maybe if you in a messed up position, nigga, all y'all should have jobs. All y'all should be living fine. But like, the blessing should be that I just came up on this money. So, like Tone said right here in this comment, meet me at the airport if you're not there, peace. Because look, I got enough money for you to quit your job. So that would be a test right there. That would be a real test. Anybody that want to come chill with me, come to the airport right now. That's my friends. Come right now with your suit. Go pack your suitcase. Y'all got 3 hours to pull up at the airport. All on me. Whoever's here, boom. Because then when they pull up, they're going to have money right there. You don't got to go to work for the rest of your life, my dog.
I would give them more than 3 hours. I would give people like, depending on what time I say, I would give them like,
time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I would give them 24 hours just to make sure they can.
Okay, so Tone's wilding, no pack, nothing. No, you need to pack because I'm not buying.
No, but then you gonna have to be the one to buy them new clothes. That's what I.
Yeah, no, Tone.
Yeah, that's why I said get them 24 hours.
So when you start going on some more vacations, you'll know niggas need their own clothes. You don't want to buy nobody no clothes. But I was told him to bring.
Pull that back up.
He said, if you get that call drill, every close to me knows you hypothetically if it would happen. he would know. He would know.
To get everybody on board too.
See, I don't want nobody to be on board. It would be a surprise for me. Anybody in my family, if you don't pull up, then everybody pull up. You good. I got $1 billion. You good. Yeah, we got it. Nah, y'all grown man. I'm not buying y'all clothes. See, you grown man.
I buy Bria some clothes.
Nigga. Pack your clothes, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give you 5 hours to get ready. I'm not buying you clothes, because once you start buying them things that a man should just already be buying himself, they're gonna start coming back to you.
But if you're telling them to up and leave, therefore you would have to be taking care of them.
Yeah,
regardless.
The hotel, taking care of the drinks, the food, the club.
Okay, but then what happens when that's
you can at least bring your dirty ass and bring some clothes. What the fuck? Bring some underwear. What about their underwear?
But look, how long are you going to?
I'm buying polo draws for all you niggas.
How long are you going to be paying for food and drinks in a hotel? Like you're telling them to up and leave their job. So therefore you must be planning to take care of them.
Buying a nigga socks is crazy. Out. That's crazy. Me literally walking in Macy's like, bro, make sure you get some draws.
Chill out.
Make sure you get some draws. Get some draws before we walk out of here, bro. Get some fucking wife beaters. I'm not gonna tell y'all niggas again. Get some wife beaters. You got a nigga that Tone said give him cash, and now my man's walking around with a wife beater and shorts all the whole trip. Put a shirt on. You can get some more money.
I get where Tone is coming from.
No, of course we get where Tone is coming from, but essentially, nigga, bring some clothes, nigga.
Just bring your underwear and socks.
Hey, nigga, bring some clothes, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm begging you to bring clothes, but that was just a freestyle question right there, man. Only thing I have right here, man, just a quick shoot question, man. Gabrielle Union, man, she kind of coming at Boosie kind of crazy. What you think about that?
I have a question for you too after this, like a random question.
No, actually ask me that question then.
No, I'll answer this and then I can ask my question.
Ask me the question. Now I'm interested. Go.
All right. So, but it's not like a current events or nothing question.
Oh, all right. Then if it's not like that, then okay.
It's literally a random what if question.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. So, what do you think about a video has been surfaced? I guess Gabrielle Union said something about Boosie. You know, Boosie said a lot about Dwayne Wade's son, which warranted they should have probably whooped Boosie's ass. But you know what I'm saying? Boosie was saying how he feel. You know what I'm saying? Some people agree, some people don't. I'm actually holding back my opinion on this platform, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep it like this. Boosie feels how he feels, and he deserves to feel like that because he has kids, so he can speak on things with kids. I feel like if I had kids, I can speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't agree with the ways do, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go deep dive into something about their son. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day. Because that's not none of my business. But just know, my son, he might be like, what's it called, Wade's son? But until you 18, all that dressing, doing all that, whatever, like a girl, you ain't going to do that in my house. But when you turn 18, you can pay rent and support yourself. Bro, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to be reposting you. You know what I'm saying? On my story, because I'm like, this is my son. Like, you're grown. You know what I'm saying? But Boosie felt some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's his choice. But Gabrielle Union decided to say that, she said that he had dick on his mind. She kind of insinuated that he was gay. You know what I'm saying? Kind of insulted him. You know what I'm saying? And Boosie, I've been watching his Vlad interview. He's been stopped talking about Brody. You know what I'm saying? He been said, his mother pulled him up and said, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? And he's been doing that since. So how do you feel about Gabrielle Union, even though it might have been an old video, taking a shot at Boosie, and Boosie, he responded and basically went on him?
Oh, I didn't see his response, but I don't feel like I don't feel like she was wrong, to be honest with you. Like I said, I don't know how the time difference between when he made his comments and when this video was recorded of her. Right. But I don't think she's wrong, just off the simple fact that, even though I know that's not her biological child, but when you marry someone or you choose to be with someone long term and they have children, that is now your child. You know what I mean? You're supposed to love them as your own in the perfect world. Marvelous Buzz baby.
Yeah, no question.
So I don't think she's wrong in the sense for defending her child. I will say that Boosie has made a lot of comments just in regards to the gay community.
Yeah,
even from like Lil Nas X and stuff. So I can understand why she says he has a lot of dick on his mind, because like that seems to be, and I know it's just like what the internet decides to push. He's probably said 1,000,001 other like crazy things, but of course they're going to clip the internet is going to clip what they want to clip. So we just focusing on. If we're just focusing on
the jumper, a narrative, yeah.
So just and we're focusing on what has been clipped. Then I just think it's weird when like adults really deep dive into children. Like at the end of the day, that is not his child. He don't got to live with that child. He don't got to clothe that child. He don't got to feed that child. And like you said, everybody can have their opinions. Like who gives a fuck? Like opinions are opinions. Everybody has one about a plethora of things. But my thing with Boosie is that he allowed a grown woman to do sexual acts to his minor child. You can't say nothing about nobody else's child when you allow sexual assault on your own kid. And that's just my opinion on that. I mean, somebody else could think my opinion's dumb as shit. That's why we all have opinions.
That's because look, this how it's literally the thing of views. Like that's why it's like he really can't say anything, because like you said, he doing that with his son. He doing that with his son.
And that's why I'm like,
both things is wild. Because like I said, I wouldn't be doing what Boosie doing for his son.
Right. And I just think like, if you're doing something that like, it's no way that nobody said anything to him like, that's kind of weird that you're doing that. And at the end of the day, like if you want to compare kids, right, or like what these parents are allowing their kids to do with Boosie and then Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade,
I think they're like the same. I think Tootie and him are basically the same, son.
But not even that. But I just think like
not
Gabrielle Union
being gay, but just being like wow, like because Tootie be super in the streets, but Boosie is raised him in a mansion, and like he lived in a mansion his whole life. So it's like that's equally as wild. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the difference between even those two people, you could compare Tootie and you could compare, and regardless of who Tootie's father is, like you said, he was raised in a privileged situation. Dwayne Wade's child is just living in their truth. That is who they want to be. That child wants to be a female. That's just living in that child's truth. Tootie isn't living in his truth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I still agree with Boosie. I still feel like they definitely, when it comes to the four, I feel like they definitely forced it on him and pushed it for clout, for internet clout. Yes, Dwayne Wade, you know what I'm saying? I still think Gabrielle Union, at the same time, yes, she can say something, but that's not your child, number one. Yes, that's your family, but that's not your child. At the end of the day, the person who should be saying something is Dwayne Wade. You feel me? Dwayne Wade, and it didn't even have to be a public thing. You feel what I'm saying? Boosie would have been stopped talking to about it, because I respect Boosie gangster. He a real street nigga, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as a man, I would have called you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that could be my son. You know what I'm saying? That could be my daughter that feels that type of way about themselves, and then I'm on, and then you on saying Pat Brady, daughter, you going on me. I mean, I'm not gonna do like the Wades, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take their path, but if you didn't even say anything about my kid, you know what I'm saying? Whatever age he or she is at, bruh, get in contact with Boosie off camera. It wouldn't be no camera. Get in contact with Boosie, giving him on the phone, me and be like, what you trying? We can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying a lot about my kid. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And keep it at that. Cause if I'm the Wade money, I got money to go to war. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to go at it, I'm gonna do that over my kid. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, Gabrielle Union was right for stepping up. I just think you shouldn't do that stuff knowing how things are. You feel me? I still think you shouldn't have, you should keep that to Dwayne Wade handling that. But if you wanted to say something, that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Was she asked about it? Like she didn't bring it up.
It off. So that's why I didn't like it, because I was like, you just brought it up. Like you didn't. Nobody brought it up. It's like Gucci said, nobody said nothing, but people bringing me up. That's what I'm saying. Like Boosie didn't say nothing. He then came out publicly and said, I'm not saying nothing else about it.
But that's why I said I don't know when that video
and that's the
she was talking
that's
to
why we
happened.
talk about the internet all the time, just being just misleading. You can't believe none of this stuff, and that's why I feel like we've gotten better with how we talk about stuff, because I'm like, bro, I don't even know half of this stuff be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got like, you know what I'm saying? Don't believe nothing you see, believe only half what you hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't believe nothing you see. Half of what you hear. You know what I'm saying? Only believe half what you hear. You know what I'm saying? But like nothing what you see. You don't care really go off that shit. It be walls behind walls with this stuff of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It definitely different lanes saying how. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Boosie's son, he let his son wild out. They let their son do that. So it's like you can't call a spade a spade. Like your son. Some people think your son acting gangster and he's spoon fed. You feel me? And then some people say, bruh, you shouldn't be having your son acting like a girl. So you can't judge at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's judgmental at the end of the day. But like I said, my opinion on it, like I said, I agree with how Boosie feels about it. And I see why Gabrielle Union shot off. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But I think it's a dead situation. And I think, you know what I'm saying? Her saying, him saying, basically calling him homophobic is kind of going on the gay community. You know what I'm saying? Like
calling him homophobic is going
calling him gay. Like, yeah, that's why you gay. Like, okay, and if he's gay, what? You know what I'm saying?
Then if that's who he is, then he shouldn't try to make other people feel bad about who they are.
Still attacking him. You're still attacking him at the same time.
After he attacked the child.
But you're still attacking who he is. So, right, he might actually be gay, and you, right, he might be gay. You like, yeah, because you got dick in your mind. So what about the niggas that got dick on their mind for real? What's wrong with that?
It's nothing wrong with it, but in theory, those other men who have dick on their mind, they're not being homophobic. They're just living in their truth. So that's what she's saying.
I still think it was homophobic, her response. She still had a very homophobic response to somebody dealing with this situation. But I definitely respect your opinion, saying like, you know, she was just, you know, saying like, right, like he's attacking the kids. So, you know what I'm saying? It's no holds barred, but at the same time, like you say he got dick in his brain. It's endless niggas with dick in their brain. What's wrong with that?
But that's what I'm saying. That they're not
like it's a bad thing. She's saying it like it's a bad thing, though. She delivered it like it was a bad thing
because he's attacking those people in that community. If he just had dick on his brain and wasn't attacking nobody, then it wouldn't matter. But he not only did he attack other people, such as like an adult, but he also attacked a child. And that's what I think my biggest issue is that the fact that Dwayne Wade's child is a child. It's not a grown-ass person. You can say whatever about a grown-ass person, but when it comes to other people's kids, and I think you should keep other people's kids, especially publicly, out of your mouth.
Facts.
And that's anybody, straight, gay, fucking cat, for all I care. Like, you should just keep people's kids because that's a touchy subject when you speak on
facts.
people's children.
Yeah, facts. But
and like I said, like that's if she views that child as her child because she's married to that man, which she should, I think is if you decide to marry somebody, that is now your child, whether it's blood relation or not. You should defend that child as if it is your blood-born child if I'm married to you. Or even if I have a true relation. You could have a kid, son, and obviously me and you are not married, but I have a connection with you. If you had a kid, somebody tried to comfort your kid, I'm going to war about your kid because I love you that much. And I have adopted your kid with my love. So, of course, I'm going to go to war about your kid, even though it's no blood relation to me.
But still, at the same time, it's still, you're on a platform to promote your book and you're talking about Boosie being gay. It had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do
with that's what I'm saying. Like, how did it come
up? That's why I said the clip is very manipulative. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only showing one half of the situation. Because like I said, from my view, you talking about a nigga that ain't talking about you. It's over. Get your man and talk about it. Go get your nigga.
But if you said it was about her book, like that's what this initial
it was something in line of something she was just speaking. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we'll come back. We'll come back from a blunt talk and come back and relive this moment. But all I know is I saw on the internet, she's attacking Boosie. She's saying he gay, he got dick in his mind. Like I said.
But what if it was around the same time that he had made those comments?
Matter of fact,
you're gonna try to pull up the video because that's why I'm like, how did it come up? Like, I don't see her there asking, oh, if it's about her book, like, what's your favorite part about your book? And then she's just like, I hate Boosie. You know what I mean? Like, what led up to that?
Yeah, no, for sure. And like we said, that's what happens with this this internet stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything gets misconstrued so easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to okay, here we go. Let me see. because they were talking about creating a sanctuary, supporting a. So she was talking about supporting him and creating a sanctuary at home. You feel me?
Okay. Which is valid, because look at the things that people say on the internet or just in real life past the internet, the things people probably say behind his back or whatever the case may be. Like, you should create a safe sanctuary at home, or a safe space at home, rather.
You can see it?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
So good, you know. Sorry, Boosie.
That's not enough. That's the clip. But we need to see what happened before that.
Be quiet.
Right before that.
Yeah, very much almost so. Like,
hold on.
Now, don't
Muting
protest
Lex.
too much, little booze. I'm looking at a lot of dick on your mind.
Hold on, we gotta.
So
I'm trying to hear what she said.
Sorry, Boosie. He's so preoccupied. Yeah, he is. Very much almost so. Like, thou dost protest too much, little booze. I'm looking at a lot of dick on your mind. I mean, it's like that out there. It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X living his head.
We about to get back. See, and that's what, like I said, that's what.
But no, we need to see what happened before that.
It's a YouTube short, and I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm agreeing with you. Like, it's a YouTube short, and because, like I said, from my view, they're going on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a random shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm curious to see how.
There's no video of what happens.
There's a full video, but it's 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't pinpoint where it starts.
But and that's just how, like, stuff goes viral every day, or bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been a whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been them just going on, like, I think. You know what I'm saying? It could be either way. Like I said, at the end of the day, like you said, keep people's kids' name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's
especially on a public platform. You can have all the conversations you want, but once you go and you have a platform and you talk about,
so you feel like he can't give. So do you think actually it's kind of different by, I guess, him giving his opinion about Hitler and him giving his opinion about Dwayne Wade's son, because they're flaunting it around the internet, they putting it out here.
You know why I think it's different?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Because Hitler actually hurt people and harmed people.
True.
You know, to, like, Hitler's still being brought up to this day. Zaya Wade isn't hurting anybody by living the life that they want to live.
Yep.
Regardless of how other people on the outside view it, that's still a person. You know what I mean? Like, that child is still a person who is living their own life, coming into whoever they're going to be as an individual. They're not hurting nobody.
Yeah.
By just living their own life. The only thing that sucks is, because if this was any other child, like, it could be like my next door neighbor's child, nobody would care. But like I said, once you have a platform, that completely changes everything. You open yourself to opinions when you do have a platform.
I just think Boosie's trying to say that that what they're doing, allowing him to do, he's too young to be doing that type of stuff. He could have said that in a better way than the way he said it. And like you said, we say, like, don't speak on nobody's kids, but I agree. I'm not speaking on the kid in a damn way. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's appropriate for a kid that age. You feel what I'm saying? You're still not even know how to order food on the menu. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what your parents allow, that's what your parents allow. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that to my son. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. And Boosie should have communicated to that. But when you get so caught up in the ha-ha-has, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what his mindset was on it, because I rock with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's one of those things where we can just end it off and just say, keep people's kids out your mouth, because you don't want nobody talk. He don't want nobody talking about his kids. I know that.
Right.
He'll be saying the same type of wild stuff that Gabrielle Union's saying about her stepson, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I still think that was Dwayne Wade needed to motherfucking grow some nuts. You know what I'm saying? And should have been dead. And his wife shouldn't be out here saying whatever. But like one thing I agree with.
But I agree. That shit should have been deaded a very long time ago. Like,
should have been deaded because
you talk about my kid, I'm going to contact you personally and be like, keep my kid's name out your mouth.
That's when you're not the man in the relationship. So,
but even then, she didn't say nothing either until she was on a platform.
Man,
to our knowledge, we don't know what
men bring real men back, man. Real men need to come back. Only 97% of men know how to be men. It's only 3% is out here, man. Be that 3%. Be the 3% man. Be a 3% man. Because you won't be in these situations like this at all. You know what I'm saying? And not saying God ain't going to work out whatever happens with your kid, whatever the case may be. But as a man, we need more men in the world because my wife shouldn't be having to go on no platform talking about nobody. Speaking on my son that came out of my nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that call would have been made. Hey, bro, stop playing on my son, bro. Whatever my son on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Old Town rolling it, or he could be NBA young boy and ready to clear something out. Keep my son name out your mouth. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? So
especially a minor. Now, if his kid was older,
you could go, wow. Yeah. He's a minor.
Because at that point, that kid can, or that person can defend themselves. I don't believe a child can defend themselves against an adult.
No, that's why I said it's the belief system of Boosie. I understood what he was saying, but his delivery was trash. And if your delivery is gonna be trash, don't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But before we go, man, Les wanted to ask me a question, man. Ask away. We had a great conversation. I feel like it was a great blunt talk. Great episode. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous Blunts. Follow 6Ella and Dees, man. Let's coming through. We didn't keep it in rolling. We ain't missed a beat. You know what I'm saying? On Blunt Talk. But what was your question, man, before we roll up out of here? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. If you could be a character. Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, gang.
If you could be a character.
We're trying to get her back on here with B, man. We're going to get her back on here with B, man. That's going to be a special appearance that's going to happen. So we're going to hook that up.
If you could be a character in any show, in any movie, so both a show and a movie, what character? Or you don't got to be necessarily a character. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, in Peace, if you say Peacemaker, you got to be Peacemaker. Like, if you could just be a random character in any show, in any movie, which one would it be?
Definitely John Wick.
What type of character would you be on John Wick? Because he's killing niggas.
Right. I want that ability to just be able to wipe niggas out. I like John Wick and I just watched it. So yeah, John Wick, but really Darth Vader for sure. Darth Vader for sure. Without
not what character would you be, just if you could be a character in their movie. So like in John Wick, like you couldn't be John Wick. That's already a character. But if you could be somebody, just a rando in their movie or in their show. Like, for example, I'll give you mine.
Yeah, give me an example.
I would be a character in Avatar. Like, I just want to be a blue person. And
what show would I want to be a part of?
Yes.
Okay.
What show and movie?
What show would I want to be a part of? Definitely Peacemaker. I would definitely want to be on Peacemaker to be a main character on there. Movie I would want to be a part of. It definitely would be a comedy. I want to be like on a Rush Hour and shout out to if he put that Rush Hour 4 2023. Shout out to Rush Hour 4. I will be in a comedy for sure, especially with some funny people that like improvise their stuff. We can just go off the hip so we can get real laughs. So I would definitely be in some type of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because I love comedies, dog. So a good comedy needs me. You dig? So a comedy, I'll be a character. What about you?
But what movie? Oh, so you can't pinpoint a specific. You're just saying.
I said like a Rush Hour or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, for my movie, like I said, I'd be in Avatar. I would love to be one of the blue people. Mm-hmm. And for a show, this is gonna sound so wild, but Euphoria.
Be a druggie, huh?
But it's not even about that necessarily because everybody isn't on drugs. Well, kind of, but not really.
Everybody.
But no, but that's not everybody's plot point. Is their drugs? Like one girl, like she's a cam girl, but she's like in high school. Like that's
so
what I say. Like her.
What would be your thing?
I don't know, but like they just be looking like they just live so carefree, and like I just think about like when I was in high school, I wasn't that carefree. So like I would be like just this carefree individual.
This is why they make stuff, but this is why they tell y'all parental guidance.
I need some parental guidance.
She's talking about I was just so innocent in school. I was never like this. Good thing you wasn't, because everybody on your forehead is tripping. That's a good one. That's a good one. And Avatar, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can see that as well. You be a thick Avatar, but that's about. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Hey, but man, Blunt Talk episode 3. Shout out to Lex, man, for coming through, rocking and rolling. We definitely I feel like this episode we got way deeper in the topics.
Yeah.
It was more stuff. It was more deeper topics. But yeah, man, before we go, man, let's get your spill, man, on Marvelous Bluntz. You did.
I'm just happy to be here again. This is fun. Follow me on Insta. I get on Twitter kind of, but like follow me on Instagram because that's my jam. Where's my little name thing? Put my name.
Oh, yeah, I can put it up here. Here we go. Yeah, put that on here. Blunt Talk.
Follow me right there.
And it's at the bottom too in the ticker.
Yeah.
Her Bluntz and Pat Brady, 6L and D's talking shit.
Follow me on Instagram, and yeah, if you want to. I'm always here to be nice and chat and talk about fun topics. So,
yeah,
here we are. And if you happen to watch this video and you heard something I said and you want to bounce off of it, hit me up. I'm always willing to argue with people.
There you go. Or have a discussion. You know what I'm saying?
I want to argue.
Because I definitely have gotten better with discussions on Blunt Talk. But shout out to Lex once again, man, for sliding through. Great episode. Shout out to everybody in the comments, Torian, Al, Tone, anybody who came in, viewers that came in, all our subscribers. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz. Blunt Talk. Honestly, this is, the best episode yet so far, man. If y'all have anybody y'all want to get on Blunt Talk, send a suggestion to me, send to Marvelous Bluntz. Or if you want to be on Blunt Talk as one of our subscribers, man, come on Blunt Talk. Send me your Twitter, your Instagram. I'll see what's up with you, and we'll definitely have a great conversation. You know what I'm saying? I love having great conversations with great people. You dig what I'm saying? So, like we said, like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz. Shout out to Lex. Shout out to the Bluntz family. Next week, Avatar review and vlog coming soon. We out, man. It's Pat, Brady, and Lex. You dig?